Hello and welcome to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth with me, FinchPlays. This is going to be the third episode. Last one was it a cane run? I think we did, something like that. I'm thinking today that I'm probably going to have a shot for the daily, which is the first time I would have done the daily so far. I mean, as I've mentioned before, I'm not the best Isaac player. Ooh, that's a reroll, I think. I'm not the best Isaac player, but in particular, the dailies, they really scare me. I think I did the first one when the game was first released. It was pretty badass. I did okay. It was kind of one of those showcase seeds where it's like, oh, look at all the new stuff that we've got. And I saw it all. It was good. Got me prepped a little bit for the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Now, I'm not really, I've kind of rode my luck a little bit with them. I don't do as well on average, and that kind of scares me. I don't like the idea that I'm just going to get annihilated. Balls of Steel is very good this early on. Let's see, Ragman, very, very tanky for this kind of stage. He's also a complete douche canoe with spawning those heads, but if we can keep a good distance and kind of use our tears as well as our wonderful attack fly, this is going pretty well. There we go, sweet. Mum's underwear is terrible. I'd actually quite like to get a bit of a reroll going. Possibility for a transformation for the Mum transformation, which might actually be pretty good, all things considered. But until such times, I think we'll just try and find a reroll. We're a little bit light on consumables at the moment, which is a bit of a bummer. But let's see if we can get through here without taking too much damage. I watch some people do the dailies, and there's all these considerations, like you have to make sure you don't take too much damage, you don't want to affect your damage penalty or whatever. I get that. That makes a lot of sense, obviously, but for me, I never usually play like that. Maybe I should do, actually, a lot more often than I do, because I take a lot of silly damage. Ah, it's so unfortunate. Secret room's here. We've got Spirit Heart, so I don't feel too bad about using a bomb there, and a key is actually a pretty good haul from that. That should allow us to get onto our item room on the next floor. We're making good time, so I say we just kind of haul ass out of here. I will take this range upgrade just in case it comes back as a kind of a positive boon for us later, I guess. I haven't actually, where are we going? We're going down to the Mum fight, I guess. I don't really know what a lot of these things kind of mean for us, but I think the shoe that you can see, that's terrible damage. The shoe that you can see means that we're going to the Mum fight, which is on the depth 2. So, I mean, if we make good time, we can get Boss Rush, which would be pretty good. A Boss Rush, Boss Rush, Jesus, if I remember how to speak. Boss Rush is really good for points, I think. You can see the points tally up the top. Boss Rush is very good for points, and as well as that, if we can find a way to get an item like the shovel, or maybe, try him with a fly, that was a terrible idea. Either the shovel or maybe, yeah, I'll take that. Or Missing No. Is it Missing No? No, Undefined is what I'm thinking of. If we get that or Undefined, then there's a possibility that we could go on and... oh, that's even worse. What is wrong with me? We could get that and go on and then go beyond that floor, which would be pretty awesome. If we get a bomb, we need to come back in there. If we do that, we might be able to go to lower floors, which means that we might be able to kind of steal a few more points on the run, which obviously if we're doing the daily, we're playing it pretty much judiciously for points. Also, I cannot believe I didn't get hit there. What else was I going to say? If we do that, that's pretty hardcore, but it will get us the points, I suppose, which is what we're all about. Points do mean prizes, I suppose. I'd like to get at least once a decent rank for the Binding of Isaac. I don't play it very competitively at all. Also, I don't know if I've taken red heart damage now. If not, I'm probably pretty close. So I'm going to go back and crack open that Spirit Heart. Ah, fuck. I have taken red heart damage. That is kind of frustrating, but I did take a lot of silly damage there. That's not good for us at the moment. That's going to be pretty fucking bad, actually. We do have 2 keys. We're pretty set up. I guess I'm not going to go into our curse room just yet. I think we've only maybe been hit once. So if we can, we should be able to fight Pin without taking silly damage. If we can do that, we may still qualify for a deal with the devil, which would be pretty good. And I've got a reroll available for it as well. I'm not going to hold out too much hope, but Oh, we did get a deal with the devil. Let's hop in and see what it is. It is absolutely soddle, which is kind of frustrating. That means we don't get any deal with the devil precedent either. Little Steven could be better. HP, I guess, is just fine. I can take that without too much fuss. We don't have any bombs, so I'm not going to look for a secret room, but I will have a look in our curse room. See, Isaac starts with 3 hearts, so we've got, I think, 4 red hearts. Ah, never mind. I was going to say if there was a demon judgment in here, I might consider playing it a little bit, see if we can get really lucky and get maybe ceremonial robes, maybe like synth oil or something, you know, start the spun transformation, the new transformation with the syringes, which as I understand it is just a flat damage up, which is always pretty good. I'm about a minute behind schedule of where I'd like to be, getting off the 2nd floor, and I don't really feel like I've picked up too much in the way of damage upgrades, unfortunately, which is a bit of a ball ache. We do have enough keys. We've got some pretty good spirit heart protection as well for the deal with the devil, which is always good. This guy is horrible. Let's murk him as soon as possible. Lovely. See if we can blow up some bad gas. Never mind. I will keep the stars card. If it comes to the point where we're really low on time, maybe I'll just start, you know, I was going to take damage there the whole time. I might get to the point where I consider doing, like, porting into some rooms. I was going to say porting out a boss rush, but I've got to, this is a really hard thing to maintain, is you've got to kind of do everything to get the points to really rank well on a daily, which is, again, I can't stress this enough, not something I'm used to doing. If I can get away with not doing boss rush, then by Christ, I will just not do boss rush. I think if I've got a powerful run even, I'm usually pretty good at giving it a good shot. But yeah, usually if it can be avoided, I will avoid it. At the minute, I mean, Tapeworm is just like as far as I understand, a really big range upgrade. Really good for characters like Azazel, but for me, see if we can cash here. Blow that up. We haven't found our item room yet, which is a bit of a ball ache. I'm going to actually fight the boss and then see if we get a deal with the devil, see if we can re-roll that. The Forsaken shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yep, luckily guessed the right way that he was going there. Demon Baby is doing some good work for us. Let's see if Attack Fly can end this now. It can. We've got a speed upgrade, which I'm actually going to take. I think that's really useful. And Guppy's Head. Guppy's Head I will take, I will use, I will put back down, and I will re-roll into Fear Shot. Dark Matter, that's actually pretty good. That carries with it, obviously, the fearing element, but also a damage upgrade, which is what I was after. Also, picking up Guppy's Head gives us one kind of stage towards the Guppy transformation, which I think is pretty good. I'm going to blow these up, bomb for a bomb, yeah. The off chance we could have got Magic Mushroom, but yeah, I wasn't really holding out too much for that. Our damage has definitely improved quite a bit there, which is nice. This is a double key room, which I'm going to look inside. A 3 room, I can't quite remember what it does. It re-rolls everything on the floor. That was kind of, you know, less than useful. Paralysis, also, speaking of less than useful. Let's keep going. Our item room must be close. These blue fuckers here, these guys, I hate them. I know exactly why they've got this kind of like diagonal explosion thing, because I'm so used to just kind of like dashing out the way of the standard kind of cross-shaped stuff. But it's so devious. It catches me off guard every now and then I feel like a total tool bag. I've also got to apologise if I sound a bit nasally. This is kind of the effects of New Year's Eve. I spent a lot of it kind of outside, so I've picked up a bit of a cold, as it were. Bless me. Not ideal, but I had a good Christmas. I had a good New Year's Eve. I had a good Christmas as well, but I had a good New Year's Eve, so I'm not too fussed about that. Half-price battery is pretty good. I wouldn't mind Nun's Habit, I must admit, but let's re-roll that. Multi-dimensional baby. I might be the only person that doesn't really rate multi-dimensional baby. I mean, it's good when it gets going, but at the same time, meh. You know, I just don't think it's as wonderful as it could be. I mean, maybe I'm not positioning myself right. Maybe I'm a bit of a mug in that respect. But just whenever I seem to use it, I just don't seem to be able to make the best of it. I know the way it moves, and I understand its movement pattern, but I just can't seem to get myself into into the way of things with it. There's nothing left in here, so let's go down. 2 deals with the devil. One of them was absolute dog shit. The other one was Guppy's head. So I don't feel like I've been fucked over by the game, so to speak. Let's see if we can make the use of interdimension. Nope, never mind. See if we can do it here. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. See, if I can kind of set that up, that's not too bad. I can't complain about that. If you can just kind of stand like a turret or something like that, I suppose it has its use. Maybe I just don't get to do that too often. I've got 2 keys. I haven't got a lot of money, so this is mainly going to be used for the shop. That is a tinted rock. Blow that bad boy up and get another bomb and a spirit heart. So my HP situation is pretty decent, I guess. Also, I didn't realise that Demon Baby gets the bonus if he uses his stuff, which is actually pretty great, because Demon Baby fires even really quickly, which is good. Pop in here. Oh yeah, I'm going to take him for me. I am prone to being an absolute div and getting hit more than I should. Like that, thank you Infamy. You can see when my face lights up full blue that I've taken a hit, but Infamy has deemed it appropriate to save me. Thank you, Infamy. This is a shop. Yeah, I think this is a shop rather than a secret or special room of any description. Thank you, Infamy, again. That's 2 hits I should have taken. Yeah, I'll blow you up. We don't really have that kind of broken even there. Can't really complain about that. I don't think I can justify, if that is our shop, going into my shop. I don't think that's really going to have anything of use that I can buy. Let's see, get rid of these nice and fast. See, it's that kind of horizontal shot that I'm used to kind of ducking out the way of. So whenever it comes out diagonally, I just so often just kind of dodge into it like a complete and utter div. But never mind. Let's see, murder you. Okay, so we've got charge, Gurdy. Is this the charging? It is the shooting Gurdy, yeah it is. That's less than ideal. I was going to say if we could just kind of stand still and use multi-dimensional baby, we could just kind of turret like this. But I will have to move occasionally, particularly with these bastard flies that he keeps summoning. If we can make them, if we can make the most of it while we have it, that's not too bad, I guess. Our time isn't too bad. Oh, thank you, Infamy, again. Oh my goodness gracious me. Infamy carrying me through the game in a minute. We do get another deal with the devil. It is terrible, so I'm going to re-roll it into Mum's knife. Oh my word, that's good. I am going to also, I don't know what Blood Clot does for us, so I'm actually going to grab this. We've been to our item room. I'm going to grab this, re-roll it into the PJs, which is actually like really, really nice for just kind of looking after us. Oh, that's so good. Mum's knife all day. That is the best kind of thing ever. I think the pure, the damage aspect of Mum's knife. I did mention in a previous video that, if I see Mum's knife, I'm going to take it all day, pretty much. Sometimes if I've got like a really cool tier synergy going on, I don't want to. But if I'm if I'm on a daily, for example, I'm going to take it all day, every day. Oh wow, Krampus. I don't have a reroll, which is kind of annoying. I wasn't really expecting to get ported there. I did take damage there, and Infamy did save me again. God almighty. If it stays open, I will re-roll that when I come back, I think. Jeez. I'm getting all the spirit hearts. Thank you, Infamy, again. That's what, the 6th time, I think? That's madness. I really should be writing a thank you letter to the Mask of Infamy for loaning me his mask. He's pretty generous in that respect, I feel. I'm kind of tempted to pour out of this, but I think we get extra points for actually finishing like a mob trap or a boss trap room, so I'm going to roll really. We've got a key out of it as well. I'm going to take the spirit heart because I'm a badass bitch who doesn't give a shit about anything. These guys turn into bonies, I think, afterwards, but not if I put a knife through them. This card is High Priestess, which I actually, maybe I'll keep that. I was going to say maybe I'll re-roll Leech, but apparently I was a little bit too keen and decided to walk into it instead. So what I actually mean by that is that Leech might actually be one of the best things in the game, and that's what I'm going to have. 2 of diamonds. Ooh, the stopwatch is kind of tempting, I guess. I mean, the stopwatch has been nerfed pretty heavy. Like recently, I guess in Afterbirth, it used to be one of those ones where you just pick it up and you say goodbye to any difficulty on the run. I'm all about that kind of thing, I guess. Being able to just kind of kill things. Oh jeez, that's horrendously bad damage. Just being able to kind of wreck things without too much bother. They're not going to hit me. I've got plenty of time to hit them. But I mean, now I think you have to take damage before actually the effect procs, which is obviously completely different. Makes it an item which is still very, very effective, but maybe arguably less so, I would think. Oh, well, this room is just my absolute nightmare. Actually got through that pretty quickly and pretty easily. I hate myself, is what I actually wanted to say there, but I also just hate the big spiders, they're proper dicks, I think. They seem to just kind of wreck me very easily. I tend to panic quite a lot and just not be able to gauge their movement very easily. But yeah, maybe the more I make some of these videos, the more I will improve. Let's hope. Our boss fight's here. We've got a reroll available. I'm going to actually drop a key to get these 2 bombs. There we go. The bloat is a horrible boss that I don't like, and he's also producing a lot of creep. She's going to pop High Priestess on his face so I don't lose too much. The damage penalty... Yeah, I'm going to take that. The damage penalty, I don't want it to creep up on us too much. I'm also just going to go, I think I can't be asked to backtrack all the way across the map, maybe drop a minute, because this will give us a good solid 5 minutes to kind of navigate the depths to get out of it intact. I mean, my HP isn't really a concern, I don't think. I'm quite content with it. The leech, I should have really not whiffed there. The leech will... be good for us, I think. He can just kind of get in where we're not, and we're not going to do that. So if we're dealing with one enemy, maybe he'll deal with another. That'd be quite nice. But other than that, Mum's knife is just kind of holding it down, unlike myself, who just seems to be keen on losing everything. I'm going to re-roll that into Cupid's arrow. Glitter bombs, I think, are really good, and I know you can kind of bug out the game with crazy glitter bomb shit, like getting bombs from bombs and infinite consumables and stuff like that. I don't 100% understand how to do it, so I kind of don't want to risk it, if you know what I mean. That kind of sucks. Whoa, that's a lot of money. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll go to my shop then. I'll nip over here into the shop. We've got 6 keys. We've got plenty of time, I think 4 minutes. We should be able to kill Mum pretty quickly. Oh, maybe I should have taken that card and that penny. I'd like to get Spider Mod and the battery as well, because I'd like to go and re-roll that. Re-roll this. Oh, fuck it, go on then. I'll grab that. Go grab a re-roll. This is kind of a little bit convoluted. It's probably going to re-roll into the bean or something. So this is going to seem like a wasted venture, but I'm trying to think of things that maybe people haven't done on the daily. See if we can wangle the seed into what we want. It's turned into Mum's bra, which is a largely horrendously useless item. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Amazing that we didn't get hit there. Yep. I'm fine kind of taking one hit on this room, because this room is Satan. Not literally Satan, but about as close as you can get, I think. Boss room's this? Yeah, it is. Whoa. Kill you, and kill you. Oh shit, there's another one, and another one. Okay, Spirit Heart. I'd like a reroll charge for this fight. And I couldn't kill him in time, that's such an ass. Kill you, nice and quickly. Okay, so we need 2 more rooms. Do we have 2 more rooms? We do have 2 more rooms. Let's go like the wind, because I don't want to be really calm and laid back, like, yeah, there's going to be no problem kind of thing, and then just, miss out on boss rush by like 10 seconds because I get bad luck or something like that. Yeah, fuck it, just to save a bit of time. Do this. So we'll have a reroll available for, if we get a deal with the devil, we can, like, I don't know, if we get a shit deal with the devil, we can reroll that. Or, was it Krampus? Was that this floor? Or was that last floor? I can't remember. I think it might have been last floor, actually. If it is Krampus, he dropped Krampus's head, which is an instant reroll into a Devil Deal item, which is pretty good. Mum is going to die. Nice and fast, hopefully. Mum's knife is a pretty solid item for that. Right, don't take that. Take this. We didn't get a deal with the devil, so let's check out our boss rush. Do not, under any circumstances, take soy milk, like I almost did there. A little bit, a little bit of lag almost ruined me there. Reroll these. God, this isn't even any better, is it? Tears. I don't. Fuck it. We'll take dry baby, I guess. Let's murder these guys. It's pretty easy. Pin should go down pretty quick. Adversary is a bit of an arseache. I really don't want to die, so I should probably stop taking such ridiculous hits. The Gerties die pretty quick. I mean, even like I feel like a spacebar item might have actually been an even like a better idea. Let's go try and kill the bloat as soon as possible. I forgot you had the Ipecac shots, Jesus, and the creep. Oh, my damage penalty is going to be horrendous. I also noticed that I'm fighting a champion boss rush, which is not really what I want in my life. Is that creep? Seriously, what the fuck? Stop making creep! God almighty, I can't go anywhere. I'm really worried that, yeah, it's okay. He's dead. I'm not really sure what's creep and what's just shit that's dead. Blow these up, kill the Gurglings. Gurglings should die nice and fast. Avoid chub at all costs. I don't want to kill these over the rocks and stuff, so I take as little damage as possible. Of course, what I mean by that is I'd like to take as much damage as possible. Chub should die. He's really slow. Why is my knife not doing what it normally does? There we go. Angel statues are kind of tanky and don't seem to give a fuck about the rocks, which is kind of hard. Makes it kind of hard for me to keep my distance. God, they are really tanky. What the fuck? The Fallen as well. Oh god, yeah, this is horrible. Avoided that just. Angel statue goes down. Okay, we've got red hearts on the floor. I think that's important to remember. This Mum's Knife isn't doing as much as some Mum's Knife runs can do. That's also really not what we want. Me to be taking silly damage like that. As you can see, I've just kind of burned through all of my stuff, which is really, really bad. Lucky not to get hit there by Champion Monstro. That's dead. Oh, what was that? Was that a bomb flag? Pretty soon we're going to be on Polaroid's invincibility level. Leech holding it down on the Haunt, which is, you know, I appreciate that. Some Spirit Hearts. I'm fighting a lot of champion enemies and not really getting a lot of Spirit Hearts, which is kind of a ball ache. Can we kill you in one? Yes, we can. Let's see. Oh, what the fuck? I don't really understand this one. I know he does fire Brimstone, but I'm not 100% sure how you're meant to avoid it. I think maybe it might be like the bloat, where if you just stand in front of him or something. I should probably find that out before I start making Binding of Isaac videos on YouTube. But fuck it, it's, you know, I want to learn. Oh god, where are you? There we go. I have no real idea of where we are in terms of boss rush, like how well we're doing or how poorly we're doing, how much longer we have left. I'm going to say this isn't my finest performance for sure. Let's see, you're probably more important to kill. Let's see if we can kill you nice and fast. Oh fuck, one more tick I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, quite amazing not to get hit there. Kill off these bomb flies as well. I only get murked by them again. Let's see, half, or was it? Eternal Heart will give us a little bit of protection, which is quite nice. Really got to be careful of Demon Baby. He is doing good stuff for us, but at the same time, he's killing things awfully close to us, which is giving me the heebie-jeebies. I think this guy only fires in front. Fires his laser in front, I should say. That's bad damage. Pick up a red heart. Turdlings. Is that Infamy that blocked that? That's quite amazing. Infamy holding it down in clutch. Do I have to kill you first? Annoying bony man. There you go. Done. Right. Come on. Fucking die. There we go. You're dead. And a spirit heart. Yay. Okay, Polycephalus is dead. The Widow is also a dead person. Or spider, however you choose to view it. And we got teleport. Now, if I teleport, what does that do? That doesn't do anything. So we're going to end it here. Let's see. 1,582nd. That does not surprise me in the slightest. That is a hefty damage penalty and a pretty hefty time penalty as well. We did boss rush, so we got that extra bit of exploration. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I've definitely done a lot worse, which probably isn't a good sign for me, but I think that's the first daily we've done, so I'll try and do a daily as much as humanly possible. I mean, my schedule doesn't really allow me to do it every single day necessarily, but if I can, I will definitely try. So thank you very much for watching. Where did we rank? I don't have any friends that play the Binding of Isaac, do I? I think my brother does. He might definitely be challenging me for some scores in the coming days. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time.